Could a medieval peasant become a king? Seems ridiculous, right? After all, weren't medieval societies locked down tighter than a castle gate? You were born a peasant, you died a peasant. That's a story we've been told. But history has a habit of making exceptions, and those exceptions are wild. Because, as it turns out, the climb from dirt to dynasty was rare, but not impossible. Let's get one thing straight. Medieval society was not built for social mobility. If you were a peasant, you didn't own land, couldn't read, and you owed your lord everything from crops to military service. Becoming a knight? Maybe. Becoming a noble? Unlikely. But becoming a king? That was like trying to win the lottery without even buying a ticket. But the system wasn't completely rigid. Sometimes, kings needed new men, loyal outsiders with no old family ties. And during wars, revolts, or political shake-ups, a talented commoner could rise. Take Richard Fitz-Neal, a bishop's son who became the Lord High Treasurer of the Exchequer under Henry II. Or Sir William Marshall. He started with almost nothing and ended up as Regent of England. They weren't exactly peasants, but they weren't born into wealth either. So, how did they do it? Simple. Loyalty, bravery, and timing. A few found shortcuts. One path? Marriage. If a peasant married a rich widow, he might inherit her status. This rarely happened though. Owen Tudor, a man from a relatively obscure family, but not exactly a peasant, married Catherine of Valois. Who was she? She was the widow of Henry V. Their descendants founded the dynasty that would rule England for over a century. Now, that's all well and good, but could a peasant actually become a king? Well, yes, sort of. This guy did, Ivailo of Bulgaria. He was a pig farmer who led a peasant revolt in the 1270s and actually took the throne. The nobles hated him. The Byzantines tried to kill him. But for a few glorious years, this farm boy ruled a kingdom. In the late 13th century, Bulgaria was having a bad time. The Mongols were raiding from the north. The Byzantines were nibbling from the south. And the nobility, well, the nobility were too busy squabbling over titles and taxing the peasants to notice that the whole country was going to pieces. Now, in times like these, history has a habit of throwing up somebody you'd never expect. And this previously unknown peasant fit the bill. He may have had visions, sent by God, he said, warning him to defend the land. And defend it, he did. First against the Mongols, and then against the corrupt nobles who were supposed to be defending it in the first place. The peasants flocked to him. The Mongols ran from him. And the nobles, well, they couldn't stop him. Within a year, he'd not only beaten his enemies, he'd married the widowed Tsarina Maria and was now Tsar of Bulgaria. Not bad for a man who, the year before, had been knee-deep in pigs. So, could a medieval peasant become a king? The answer is yes, but don't bet your life on it. For every Ivailo, there were millions who died unknown in the fields they worked. Still, every so often, history cracked the door open, and someone from the bottom walked straight through. Thanks for watching, and if you like this journey through the cracks in medieval class structure, hit that like button and subscribe for more strange, surprising stories from the past.